Good afternoon and welcome to the Pearly Grey. My name is James. We've decided to do a quick video just to update you on the regulations here currently in the Canary Islands. Reception have been receiving a lot of emails and phone calls, people wanting to come away on holiday, and now that the quarantine's been lifted, and they just want to know whereabouts they stand regarding masks and social distancing and things like that. So we decided we'd do a quick little video just to let you know where we are with our current restrictions. As you know, Tenerife, part of the Canary Islands, which is also part of Spain, had some of the strictest lockdown measures over the lockdown period. Most of these have now resided, so we're back to living the new normal, as they say. So first of all, the masks, our trusty masks. Obviously I'm being socially distant from the camera now, but masks in Tenerife do have to be worn in all public spaces. Okay, so the easiest way to think about it is if you're moving, wear a mask. If you're not moving, you're probably allowed to take it off. In regards to being on holiday, when you're out and about in the street, walking about in the street, you need to wear a mask. It does need to be over your nose and over your mouth at the same time. If you're going into shops, you need to wear a mask. If you're in resort, walking through the corridors, you need to wear a mask. Once you get to the Sunbeds to relax on this beautiful island, once you're on your sunbed, you can take your mask off. If you're going into a restaurant or a bar, once you're sat at your table, you can take your mask off and enjoy your meal and your drinks as you would do normally. If you're going to get up from the table to go to the toilet, you then do have to put your mask back on. Okay, but once you sat back down at your table, you don't have to wear your masks. Masks do have to be worn on any public transport, as I say, in all public spaces. It might sound a bit strange, but trust me, after this month, you get used to it. It's fine. It's not a problem. So if you're moving, mask on. If you're not moving, mask off. So that's the first one. Hand sanitizers as well. Sanitizing your hands is another must with the restrictions. You'll find hand sanitizer in every single place that you go to. So don't worry about having to buy any from Boots before you come away. Okay, sanitising stations are at the entrance to every bar, every restaurant, every shop that you go into, also the resort as well. So don't worry about that. You'll sanitise your hands on the way in and out. Talking about the shops and things like that, we do have, and the restaurants and bars, they do have maximum capacity that they're allowed in. So do be aware of that before you go walking in. If the shop looks a bit busy, do just check. If the restaurant's a bit busy, you can't just go sit down. Do wait to be seated, because obviously they have to disinfect the tables, and of course they do have a maximum occupancy for that one as well. Social distancing, everyone's used to social distancing now, but social distancing here in Tenerife, 1.5 meters. Okay, so if you're with your husband or your wife, you can get close to the 1.5 meters, or if you don't want to, you can use it as an excuse to keep 1.5 meters apart. It's up to you. Now when you're here on resort, okay, you need to keep 1.5 meters away from other people as well. Okay, once you're wearing your masks, okay, and with social distancing, which I'm sure you're all aware about the rules regarding social distancing. Also, when you're on resort, the sunbed situation, we do have sunbeds. They've all been socially distanced and they're put out into twos. We do ask, when you're on here on the resort, you don't get your sunbeds and you go put them with your friends, sunbeds and things like that. Obviously that's not socially distanced. It is all separated by room, so if you're in your room, if you're here with direct family in another room, obviously fine, but if it's friends that you've made on holiday before, or for friends that are outside of your bubble, okay, you can't then move your sunbeds to be next to those as well. Okay, so you can relax in peace. Also, smoking, another thing that you'll probably find a little bit different if you are a smoker and you come away to Tenerife. Smoking is not allowed in any public areas currently in Tenerife, so that includes smoking on the street. It includes all bar and restaurant terraces as well. Obviously previously you couldn't smoke inside, but now on the bar and restaurant terraces you're not allowed to smoke either. Okay, and in all public spaces. So if you are staying here on site, you won't be allowed to smoke around the poolside, you won't be allowed to smoke outside on any of the terraces, okay, because it is one of the new regulations regarding smoking. Also, opening hours, just to let you know, regarding when you're going out to enjoy yourself on holiday. Obviously Quo, something very close to my own heart, we're not open just yet. We're waiting for the reservation numbers just to climb to where we need to be, which I'll get onto in a minute. But currently there are restrictions on opening times for bar and restaurants. All bar and restaurants in Tenerife have to be closed by 12 o'clock. They can't admit any new clients after 11 o'clock at night. So please do be aware of this. If you're a late night owl and you like to go out for a late drink, okay, then no more customers are allowed into establishments currently after 11 o'clock, okay, and everything must be closed by 12 o'clock. this is a new regulation that's come in. Something that's happened just this morning, which we'll do another video to update you on when we know more. I know a lot of people are asking, is about the testing situation, when arriving, whether you need a test to arrive, whether you need to have a test when you get here. Nothing has been set in stone yet. Okay, we're waiting for the official release from the Canarian government about what that situation is. When we've got that, we'll do another little video, so you don't have to worry about emailing in and asking. We'll let you know when that's there. So as I say, with the opening hours, in regards to Quo, so I know a lot of people have been messaging the Pearly Grey Facebook page asking when the restaurants are open. As you know, Quo and The Edge, we are independent business from the Pearly Grey Resort. We don't receive any funding from the resort, so we are waiting to make sure that there's going to be enough people on site, enough people locally to make it financially viable to reopen. We've got quite a few staff, which the way that the Spanish furlough scheme works, it works very differently to how your furlough scheme in the UK works, so it makes it a little bit more difficult for us at the minute. But trust me, we want to be open again as soon as possible. The only way we can do that is if you guys come over and see us, so it's quite simple. Please don't be worried about wearing a mask ruining your holiday. It's really not going to ruin your holiday. The view you can see behind me, that's not going to be interfered by your mask. Relaxing in the sunshine isn't going to be interfered by your mask. Making some great memories isn't going to be interfered by a mask. And of course, getting over the year that's been 2020, having a cold beer, relaxing in the sunshine and forgetting about all those worries just for a couple of weeks while you're on holiday isn't going to be affected by the mask. Okay, so get yourself booking onto the Pearly Grey site. Okay, get in contact with RCI, whatever you need to do. Okay, and get yourselves over here. I promise you, paradise is waiting for you. It's a little bit different, but it's all good, I promise you. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll speak to you soon.